All right, let's talk about Deshaun Watson, who had, no getting around it, another tough day here for the Cleveland Browns. There were some good plays here, and we'll talk about them. And I will say this as well. This isn't just going to be a negative Deshaun Watson video. This is going to be a negative Browns offense video because there's just so much going wrong with this team. It's unbelievable. I've never seen a team, like maybe in a preseason game, look this way. Not week 6 of the season, look like they've just never played football before. I mean, let's just start it off with this play. It's a man coverage concept. You have this curl route right here. Simple enough, right? Well, Watson takes the snap, he looks in that direction, and he fires, and it's weird because he's kind of firing right as the receiver is cutting, so it doesn't seem like it's that poorly timed. But you see this throw just goes way over his head. You have to assume that's a communication thing, that he thought Amari Cooper was running further deep, and he wasn't. But again, there's so many of these types of plays. They seem like they're fixable issues, but they're not getting fixed. Like going over to the next play. Literally, this is the very next play of the game. Okay, well, no big deal. Hey, miscommunications happen. It's early on in the game. You're on the road. There's going to be noise, sure. But then you see this where, again, he has a window right here. Maybe not a big one, but you want to give Njoku a chance there, right? He's a guy who can make a good contested catch. That's just not even a catchable ball. And that didn't look like one of those miscommunication plays. I think that was just a misfire. So, again, I mean, just not good there. And like I said, I mean, it's not all Watson's fault. This play, it's a key play, a 3rd down and 5 right here. So, okay, you definitely want to get some yards here. Watson takes the snap. There's pressure, but he finds the open guy and makes a pretty accurate throw. And that one was just not complete. I mean, you could definitely say, okay, it should have been a little bit lower, and it should have. But you're also under pressure. Like this is a catchable ball. It is, and it wasn't caught. So like again, it's not all on Watson here. I mean, Browns in general, just some rough stuff here. A play like this as well, which like is another one where you could put blame on different people if you wanted. Where this is going to be a designed screen pass on this play. Watson takes a snap, and very quickly, it takes a little bit longer than you would like for it to get open, I would say. But there's still, I don't know. I think I would like to see this throw get made. It's tough. There are Eagles players in front of Watson, so you get it. But because Watson doesn't feel like he can make this throw right now, he just holds on to it and gets clobbered. And I mean, again, good job by Philadelphia. Basically, what the way screen passes work is you usually let the defenders go by straight to the quarterback, and then the quarterback makes the throw, with kind of the philosophy being that then you just take those defenders out of the area. So like you do kind of have to know that, that's going to happen quickly. I think you would have maybe liked to see him at least spike the ball. It's tough. Just in general, though, it's a play that's just not working on any level. And then you have stuff like this, which is, it's going to be a man coverage concept for the Cleveland Browns right here. Or I guess I should say a man coverage concept that the Philadelphia Eagles are in right here. That's the route Watson is going to look towards, which again, a route that can certainly work against this coverage. Watson takes the snap. He looks at that route right here. And is it open? I mean, there's not a lot of separation, but it's 2nd down and 7. If you only gain a couple yards, not the biggest deal in the world. Sure, let's make this throw. But again, this throw is just off, and the receiver didn't have his head turned around on top of it. So it's bad football. I mean, these are plays that like, okay, again, would that have gone for a ton of yards had it been complete? Probably not. Probably only getting a couple. But like, they can't even complete those. You know what I mean? They can't even complete the 2-yard completions. They certainly can't complete the big ones. And then this play was a funny one, I would say, by Watson and by the Browns here. You have a receiver running a deep shot on this one. So, okay, one-on-one matchup. Sure, let's see if we can make something happen. This is Jerry Jeudy, who, isn't necessarily an elite level wide receiver, but a guy who can make a play. So, sure, let's look in that direction. Watson takes the snap, and honestly, this is a good situation. Jeudy wins his one-on-one matchup. There's a bit of a window. It's not a great situation. I mean, if you're going to make this throw work, you really have to push this one towards the back of the end zone, and Jeudy's going to have to make a tough play probably, but there's an opportunity here, an opportunity to get a big touchdown. So you see why Watson wants to make this throw. Spoiler alert, but the issue is going to be that Deshaun Watson is not going to make the throw down the field. He's actually going to pretty massively underthrow this, which is the one thing you can't do in this situation, as this Eagles corner is now in a perfect situation to intercept the pass. The only reason he doesn't is because another safety was able to run over, and he was also in a perfect situation to intercept the pass. Because of that, neither of them get the interception, but I mean, that was so underthrown. 2 players, could have intercepted it. The only if one of those guys tripped and fell, it would have resulted in an interception. It's only because they both had a good read on it that Watson wasn't able to throw the interception. It's not a good throw. And you need to be able to make a play every now and then. You need to be able to make that work. And like I said, it wasn't all negative. Like, there were some positive plays. I thought some actively, good plays at times. This one is a 3rd down and 11. It's zone coverage. You see the route that Watson is going to look towards right here. He takes a snap, looks in that direction, and, is it wide open? No. This is going to have to be a good throw, especially if you want to pick up the 1st down right here. But it's a really nice throw, really on the money. They're able to get a completion. There were some plays like this. I guess part of the difficulty, though, is that these are really the highlights. It's just the solid throws, which is probably not enough. So yeah, I mean, listen, long story short, it isn't all bad with Deshaun Watson. He will make the occasional play. Absolutely. This was not his worst game of the season. He did have some good things, but it's just one of those things where you're man, even the good plays, it's not I think Josh Allen's rookie year, okay, he would make these awful plays that would make you think, okay, can this guy even be in the NFL? But he would make the occasional 70-yard bomb or plays like that. Even Watson's good plays aren't really great, and his best moments for the Browns still haven't been great moments. They still don't surpass Joe Flacco's best moments with the Cleveland Browns. So because of that, there's just big issues there. And when there's so many mistakes going on, listen, we can sit here and blame the supporting cast all we want. And it's not a great supporting cast. This offensive line is not blocking very well. The receivers are not getting open particularly well. And they just lost their best receiver in trading away Amari Cooper. So it's not great. But, at the same time, I mean, Watson is a big part of why this offense isn't playing well. And you just have to wonder, again, with them trading away a receiver, how much of this at this point is them just saying, you know what? We're going to be bad for a year or two anyway. We might just need some draft capital. And it might just be better to leave Watson in, have things not go particularly well, and then we can get a good draft pick to where we can, maybe have a new quarterback, or maybe they even just wait another year on a quarterback because they're going to have so much dead cap from, I assume, cutting Deshaun Watson after this season. Take on all the sort of like Russell Wilson, take on all the dead cap immediately. That it might just be worth it to get a non-quarterback, but just get another good player, or trade back, something like that, and try to build for the future that way. I don't know, but it's a tough situation for the Cleveland Browns right now. But yeah, I mean, it's a situation that I don't think anyone really feels too bad for about them. It doesn't feel too bad for them about. But yeah, that's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from y'all. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.